Check that out. That is grouse. People, we're at Victoria Falls now, nearly out of daylight. We've got about 50 minutes of daylight. There's 2 waterfalls to do here. I might be able to do one, and then I don't know, maybe not the other one, but we'll see. They're not too long, they're about okay in a bit. I'm gonna give it a red hot crack. This track is a bit, it's alright. It's gravelly, it's not muddy. I was worried I was gonna have to pull this, but I can get in here, that's alright. Assuming these guys are parked here, it's probably the best spot. I don't know if it gets any better. It's a little muddy. 20 minutes walk return. I could smash that out. I don't know if there's any more parking. It might not be. I'll figure it out. Alright, so this is Victoria Falls going down in there, and then on the other side, a little bit up there and on the right is another waterfall called Kenmere. So we'll see if we can knock them both out. See how we go. This is a bit zigzaggy down here with this track I've got, but yeah, so it's forestry, and as you can see, it's signposted. I didn't expect that, but it's marked on Gyra's waterfall, and I've got someone's track anyway, so yeah, it's a win. All right, down we go. Down to a paddy melon running through the bush. Well, I can hear water raging, I think, so it's really positive. I've been around the southwest today, and I was going to try and do a couple more down there tomorrow, but the rain was just hovering over where I was, and I was basically going to be driving into it. And I had a choice, basically give it a go there. It's probably going to rain, probably just stop hiking early, and then you know, wake up in the morning and maybe it's cleared and I can do what I want to do. Or option B was get on the radar, look where the rain was, drive away from it and head a bit more north west, which is what I end up doing. It's about 2 hours to drive up here because there's not much waterfalls in between there and here, so kind of, you know, wasted time, but at the same time now I'm here and it's dry as hell. Like literally we're not getting any rain, so at least in the morning it'll be dry here as well, so it's all good. I just had to change the list of waterfalls I was trying to do, a little bit of rearrange, but it'll work out. So yeah, this wasn't originally on my list for this week but it was short and I thought let's just go here. Listen to this, it's so good. Logging stop there. You can hear, it's probably going to be just there, you can hear it pumping. We'll just have a little look here first. Okay, so we're on top of it. There's like a little, okay, there's not really much here, it's probably the first tier. Fairly flat there. I wonder if people will come here actually. There's only little cascades there, so I don't know. See much we can climb down these. The zigzaggy is probably the track going around each level is what I would assume. Alright. We'll climb down the top of here as you can see. Yeah, driving around. I don't think I've seen these kind of flowers. Look at the dainties or something. I don't remember that last time I was in Tassie. Alright, so the track winds you around to here. So there is the first tier. We'll probably just jump back in there, have a little look here. Your sign here saying 10 minutes to the lookout. And then assuming that that's the top of the falls. And then I don't know what's lookout because it looks like you're going to the base. And then there's like another track these guys have recorded, so it's probably another way to get it around even lower. Just enough light to get this, eh? I'm glad it's open here. Bit mossy, not too slippery. I might as well go over here. I was going to go down there, but I'm still recording, so we'll just walk over it. It's a decent sized drop. Yeah, nice. Only 10 minutes to walk down that. I freaking doubt it. The times are way off. Let's get over here. Try to climb in the safer area. Super mosso. Yeah, the rock's pretty cool. Yeah, it's going to be greasy here. It's not too bad. Famous last words. But maybe careful that rock. It's quite wide. Look at that. It's water over there. That's like a trip dropping in or something. Oh no, it's just bending that way. I won't really risk trying to get any closer. I was going to go under there, but if I slide, I won't be able to stop maybe. That's good enough. Right, get down it. I'll go over there first. Alright, so we're back on the top for the cascades. Water's a bit dirty, you could swim if you're really keen. It would be sunny enough to get a nice, you know, basically not too cold, hopefully. Alright. First cascade. A little bash to get through there, but not too bad. Alright, let's get to the base. Alright, so we're just following the track along the side here. There's your side point. I'm almost think you could bash right down there nearly. But I don't know. We'll see where this track goes. It's going pretty far around. Just trying to get a full front on view of it. Definitely go down this gully anyway. Little bridge here, rain. Still going around. Alright, so the track comes around. Yeah, it does look like they cut down earlier where I said back there to get into the base. Well, we'll keep going on here. Entertain where the end of this track ends. Barely discernible, like I don't think it's done that much. It's probably a weird vantage point, trying to go down again. We definitely can still cut straight into the base this way. Yeah, I don't know, track just fizzles. Let's just bash in, choose a line somewhere through here. Kind of picked up another little track here that, I don't know, let this will work. Perfect. Probably better than where I was going to bash down the side of there originally. This is somewhat discernible. That's why it's good to check sometimes, but then again, you walk around and realise there's nothing here, you could have just gone down. You've got to get through this bit of shit here. Looks like there's one more little cascade there maybe. That would have been possible, but thick. Oh. It's a good little bang for buck, that's for sure. There we go. Great level. Let's have a look at this corner while we're here. Yeah, right. Not bad. So I'm trying to get a shot in the hand now. Alright. Just walking back to the base here. Now, we'll probably have to cross this corner nearly. Well, we can kind of go through there. Check that out. That is grouse. How good is that flow? So, two things. One, we'll sneak around, try and get a shot of that left bit of the flow because it's obviously blocked. And then we'll try to scoot along, probably come back this way and then shoot up on that second little ledge, and I'll try and walk straight out that way. Get a good little loop. Let's get over here. Alright. And that's here. Now we've got a front on spot just here. That's still a bit of a curve, so we still should try to shoot over there. And then, like I said, we'll try and climb up. Maybe, I don't know, like our chances of trying to get up that bit there. Just safely go back. And we'll see how we go. Alright, so I climbed over a dodgy log bridge. It was a little deep underneath. Got up here. This is a better angle than the left one at least. Yeah, we'll try and get up there. Hopefully it works. Save me going back down and around to be still a bastard. That looks like a decent one to get up. Steep, but hopefully manageable. There's a few trees. If I try and hug the line and go up almost with the rock. Well, it's pretty annoying. I got right up the dodgy bit and realised it was a bit deep. I couldn't quite see what's going on with that right in the middle there. So to play it safe, I did back down, but that was hellish. The back climb back down the slimy bit that I just went up, but it was probably just better than trying to sink too far into that. And then down and then up. Woo. Anyway, we're here. The final bit. That's awesome. Alright, now we're trying to scale straight up, boom. Suppose I have some steps, but probably coming down, or proper ribbon track. There wasn't really no ribbons at all. Right, oh, woof. The walls are crumbling. Okay, so I got up out of the hard part. A bit scrabbly here, but path won't be too far. We're just trying to push that way, go around it. Alright, we're up back on the path. Sunset was 8:40, and guess what time it is? 8:45. Yeah, bit of colour right there. Worked out well. I would have liked to try to jam the other one in, but it is what it is. I'll camp up here tonight. There's no reception here, but unfortunately, looking at it on the drive in for the last few Ks, and I didn't see it up the road either, so I just cop a night without having internet, and be fresh and early for tomorrow to bang the other one out. And I'm going to go into Tasmania Falls. It's not too far away. Happy days, eh? Alright, so I believe, yeah, if I'm correct, the other waterfall is on a different creek, technically. Let's verify that. I'm already losing the track here already. Oh no, it's the same creek, I reckon. It's just upstream. Alright, if it was a different creek, I was going to do a different video, but if it's the same creek, we'll have to part two. I'll join them together, but so coming at you. Alright people, back at it like a crack addict. So it's 8:30 in the morning. I did not wake up early again. Definitely needed some sleep. This might be our track up. So we're back here. I did move the car a little bit up the road. I did find barely 1 bar of signal, so that was alright. And yeah, we'll see if we can find this other waterfall. So happy days. It is cold as shit right now. I couldn't take the hoodie off. I was like, geez, man. We are at 600 metres above sea level, mind you, but still, supposed to be summer. No, it wasn't the track. Obviously, we get down to the creek level down here would make more sense. It just says look for a faint track, and there was a faint track there. We'll be right in this corner. Maybe I could have drove down here. I wasn't sure. It's only freaking 200 metres, but seems like they just parked there and walked to both spots. There is a turnaround, which is fine. So say this has about 3 big levels, so of nearly equal size of the other one, so that should be cool. Well, FYI, it used to be a bridge. It's definitely not a bridge anymore. There's a gate on the other side. This is the logs of it. And Yep. Good, yeah, you can go down from the creek. I was in through that way. They made a detour. There you go. Alright, straight away I can see there's a waterfall. If you're looking alright. So you can probably cut through there at an angle because I think the creek's turning, but we'll just stick to the side of this for the moment. There you go. Little tiny cascade, really cool. Sun's trying to come out, but not enough yet. Everyone's lost their roof. Okay, so I cut back into the little, this is kind of like a island that just shortcuts there. This is pretty easy. I could have almost done this yesterday, Arvo, but I still want to fight the near darkness for photos. That's definitely big, that's crazy. It's hardly bigger than the other one with the name. This is a less official waterfall, that's crazy. Wow. I didn't expect it to be that big, eh? Alright, so I came around, I crossed it over, coming through here, and I don't know what's the best angle to get a photo of this yet because there's so much crap. But that's pretty cool. I wonder if it actually ever flows over the whole thing. It's got pretty flow at the moment, pretty good flow, so I mean, I don't know if it gets better. Could maybe go up to the left there to get up to the top. That looks like the go. Rock face looks doable, but very vertical in that bit there, and also it looks like it's going to be slippery. There's a cascade here, the boulder bit there. I pretty should have actually come back, gone in there actually. This wind is ice, people, this is insane. Oh my god, I thought I was coming in a warm time, and it feels like June, seriously. We've got a truck tyre here, a tractor or something. Look at these spikes, these old nails. Yeah, there's good timber. It's crazy. Pretty cool. Someone said, depends how well this is flowing, obviously. Well, it's flowing pretty damn well, so. It's crazy. You could actually try and push up to the right as well, maybe, and get up in the middle of that. Alright, so got in a bit closer here. Pretty epic flow. I tell you, I can't wait to get in the sun. Oh my god. Hands are almost numb, I can barely take photos. That's how cold it is. Ridiculous. Alright, let's go around. Alright, let's go up the side here. Big stumps from the logging era. There's another one down there too. But definitely this area was discovered during logging times, obviously. Alright, we'll try to push up here and in so we can get on top of this little level and maybe see if we can go right up. Might have to even come back to go up around there to make it. I don't know, we'll see. No wallaby today, but here's a little scat pile, sort of a flat rock that gets the morning sun here. Okay, so we got kind of a rollover little middle tier bit there, so we'll just jump out into here so we can see that. We can't really get on the waterfall, it's going to be too fierce of water. And we'll see if we can actually try to climb through there, maybe. Might go this way. Well, about the best we're going to get from the edge, really. Looks like there's actually a pump line running across the creek there. Interesting. Alright, we'll just see if we can climb up through here, but I hope it's get us up on top of this. Can actually go around there too. It's not too bad. We'll see how this goes. I'm climbing up here, got this little flat rock to stand on. Good vantage point. Gonna be the view popping through there. You can see here there's a black pipe running across from this pump. There's going to be a farm that lives up over there. I think I see there's a shed not too far off. Probably borders this property, to be honest. And then here's this final chute, so we'll jump in there and try and get a shot of that. Let's see if we can scale up the side maybe. Well, down, this is the top of the last little cool drop off. Definitely reminds me of Barrington Tops, just with the altitude, cold wind, and just the amount of sheer volume of water. Yeah, here's the upper tier. Not bad at all, eh? Now, just going to try and creep down into there, but I think it's going to be too hard. Maybe I have to go up and around after. Just try and get up on top of that bit there. And maybe there's another way to go back and around. We'll have to see. Little cascade in the middle, so I managed to climb around instead of down through that, which should work better. You can see here different perspectives, that's pretty cool. Let's try the final push. Close up again of the last little bit. And yeah. You definitely get some water push out of that. Pipe's still running alongside here. This will be flat up here, I'm pretty sure. We'll see if we can push back a different way, a bit wider back to the car. See if it's going to allow me to get off the cliff down further. There you go. Look at that whole concrete little, almost weird. I think he made that as a step or something. Walk across. Interesting. Yeah, he's concreted his pipe into here. I wonder if he's even allowed to do that, eh? I think he's just do whatever he wanted. I don't think it's anything to do with logging. He's sick of his pipe getting washed away. His concrete blasted in. Makes sense for that. Alright, let's shoot over, see if we can find a way down that way. Alright, so I spent an hour now pretty much dicking around with that. I mean, you could go a little bit faster if you didn't try to get in all the little sections like I did. But yeah, I definitely would have been stressing for daylight yesterday, Arvo. We're still not even back yet, so probably got another 10 minutes at least, 15 at the tops to just fast track down. See if we can even cut on direct angle to the car, so you kind of, I was going to shoot a little bit down and then across back under the creek or back on that road we walked in, but it just looks like there's a way. Follow this edge and then maybe we'll be able to go diagonal to the car. We better get off this cliff, which it looks like there was a way up here. Much better vantage point now. So it looks like here the cliff is this corner. There's a dry gully. I think we'll just take that in actually. That's probably the better way. A little bit scrubby, but at least we're going to get down. Avoids the wet, steep side of the creek where we just were. Just shoot for that, and then we'll probably be back at where the road crossed the creek, I reckon. Happy days. Let's go. Looking forward to the heater in the car, I'll tell you that. Hopefully it'll warm up a little bit further. So in hindsight, you don't really want to start on first light at 5:30 here, because if it's cold at 8:30, I can only imagine how many lower the degrees are 3 hours before the sun's barely even in the sky, especially if there's mountains blocking it. So that's kind of the tip. Let it warm up a little bit before you start getting down here, I guess. If it's hard, you want to maximise the day. A lot of sticks to stab you here, it's fun. Still a little bit steep, but I mean, I can even push a little bit wider there. Cut tree there. So this is like not too bad to go through. Obviously it's not original forest, they've cut everything. Find the path of least resistance and not too far over an angle. Should really even see the car in a minute. with the trees. Well, we avoided that cliff perfectly, so yeah. Just gotta keep heading on that kind of angle. Who knows, I might pop out that first track if I saw a bit of a track going up a hill. Alright, back on the track. I popped out of there pretty much. It wasn't bad, I thought it might have even popped over further, but that would work. If you just park here, that loop is ideal. Oh well, move the car next time, now you know. Alright, good bang for buck. It's a shame they only mentioned one waterfall, but as you can see, it's barely tourist friendly, no maps when you get here, no ribbons, barely any information on Victoria, let alone this one. Oh yeah, it was all in all not bad for a little hour trek. Alright, on to Tarraleah. So I hope you enjoy this journey. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified of all the new misadventures. Catch you guys in the next one, eh? Peace out.